Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion with me, TheDragoclaw, and also with Bailknight's mod. For those who don't know, Bailknight's graphical mod is a graphical mod which enhances the special effects in Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. So it doesn't do anything too much for the textures or for planets or for anything like that, but it more focuses on things like the laser beams and the weapons fire and the special effects from abilities and things like that. So it's not very wide ranging, but it is pretty good. You can see a few I'm gonna put this clips of gameplay from the mod if you search on YouTube, but I haven't really seen any gameplay, like a proper LP with it, so I thought, well, I suppose I should do that. So you'll see what the mod is about as we get into the game, but it's pretty much going to be a standard game of Sins of a Solar Empire apart from that aspect. So let's make this a game on Razor's Edge. I had a pretty good test game in this, so hopefully it will go just as well. I'll put the AI only up to hard, mostly because in this LP I want to zoom in a bit more, and if they're on hard then it means less micromanagement for me. No, not Team 2. I will play as I usually do. I'll go Advent Rebel instead of Loyalist this time. I know people want me to play as Vasari, and I think I will in another LP, but for this one I want to go with Advent just because the special effects of the Advent are pretty good, and I've got a special idea for Vasari later on. Okay. You know, let's change the colour slightly. Let's have an orange lion, a yellow wings, and on this side a green green fan, I guess. I suppose that's a fan. And a pink cross-eye. And a purple Advent shield. Okay, let's see what else. I'll only keep Allied Victory on. None of the other victory options are that great with AIs. I mean, we did Occupation last time, but that's because it was a little bit of a large map and I wanted a fairly quick way to end the LP, which worked out pretty well. I won't put Occupation Victory on this because it's a small map. Flagship Victory is terrible with AIs. Research Victory is meh in general. Diplomatic Victory is the cheesy way out, and Capital Victory on this map is basically automatically enabled because if you lose your capital, well, we've only got 2 other planets and they're not exactly the greatest. Game options, I'll turn off random events for this because I've been playing with random events for quite a while and I just want a normal game. I'll go with normal fleet sizes. I've been tempted to turn that up to large, but I'm recording so I don't want to fry my computer. And everything else looks okay. So, for those who have not played on this map before, it's basically a I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like a barred spiral galaxy, I guess, but with more emphasis on the bar than the spiral. Hopefully, well, first of all, let's pause the game. Just get a quick look at where we are. Okay, so we're in a safe position here. So that's the end of the galaxy, and there's going to be like a couple planets here, and then sort of a repetition of what's happened here on the other side. This guy is in trouble because he's on the front lines. So if he dies, then, well, they're pretty much straight into our empire. However, I'm in a good spot because I don't have to cover this lane or this lane like this ally does. I can just sort of, if this was a multiplayer I'll be playing the economy, but it's not, and they are AI so I won't. I just have a little bit more protection. And another thing I'm going to do is, yeah, that's it, play with this skybox on, because I don't think I've played in this kind of skybox before. I did not even know it existed. It might be part of Bailknight's mod, but yeah, we'll see. Let's automate the scouts and let's get a standard start going. Might as well keep it paused while I do this. And I can start off with a bit more of an economy. Hit scroll lock by accident, which toggled my FPS counter. Not ideal, but there we go. Okay, and we need to upgrade that once more. Music seems a bit quiet on my end. Sound, oh no, it's perfect volume. Okay. I guess I'll just turn it up myself.
Strength and unity.
There may not actually be any music playing, that's okay. So in this map you're basically allocated 3 planets.
A colonizable planet has been
I
discovered.
like to divvy it up. I get this one, and he gets
Unity.
that one and that one, and this guy gets this planet and this planet. Not sure how the AI feels about that, but
A colonizable
it's
planet
how I'm gonna
has
do
been
it.
discovered.
Okay, and we've almost got those 2 platforms researched, and I'm gonna go straight for the Arctic.
Strength and unity.
I need another harmony platform. I thought I'd already built
All
that.
shall join the unity in time. Is it time?
Okay.
Very wise. Planet development complete.
Nice. And
Destiny
everyone go there. Group jump.
Very
Everyone to there.
wise.
Just to reiterate that order, just in case it didn't get it.
Construction finished.
You know, I was completely oblivious to the fact that I left pirates on. That's probably a small detail
Speak your
I
mind.
shouldn't have missed. But I guess it will liven it up. Okay, so you won't notice any difference at the moment, but as we jump in here and we start fighting, or even as we start moving,
Speak your mind.
you see, like, it's a little bit more.
The future is ours.
Just got to do my orders first. Come on.
Very wise.
Okay, so they'll go after them. Yeah, okay. So you can see on the mothership here, it's got a bit more of a visual effect around the engines. It's hard to show it off, but you know, there's a lot more going on there. And let me get over here. And if this guy ever gets into range of something to fire at,
Construction finished. Allied reinforcements have joined the battle.
come on.
Another planet joins the unity.
Okay, he's gonna get hit by my guys. And you can see, like, it's got little flares up around there. The disciple vessels have similar things, and there's a slight difference in the energy bolt that comes out.
More credits are required.
Yeah, it's a slightly deeper colour of blue, I think.
Allied reinforcements have
You can
joined
see
the battle.
debris gets blown off. You can see I get a FPS dip sometimes, and the plasma over there is purple. So yeah, this is just the start. I hope it doesn't
Knowledge
successfully bomb me. And big explosion. I kind of think maybe a little too big for the kind of ship it is, but
The future is
Oh well.
ours.
haha, I stole it from you.
Very wise.
Okay, so I don't think that
Planet
Orange will be
development complete.
contesting this planet. They'll probably take this one, which I'm okay with. I'm just trying to play against yellow here. As long as I can get these 2 planets, I'll be
The
set.
future is ours.
Although it is only 2 planets, so you know, you have to be careful about what you choose to build. Should probably get rid of this one of these frigate
Construction
factories as soon as I'm done with it.
Speak your mind.
And now we just wait. So I'm playing as the Advent Rebels. I don't usually do this,
Planet development complete.
so it's going to be slightly different. These guys are a lot more defensive, I guess. I don't know.
Stand by for phase
They have a lot of good abilities in their own gravity well, but then so do the loyalists, and
Is it time?
I should probably just speed up time here. Just to get the game flowing.
Scrying a planet has revealed nothing.
You guys... In fact, just
Colonizable
make the jump.
planet
Oh
has
god,
been discovered.
we're gonna get there before their colonizer does.
A colonizable planet has been discovered. Our reinforcements have arrived.
And lower speed. In fact, this is a good opportunity to have a look at the Visari weapon changes. You can see the phase missiles are a lot more obvious and dark, and the wave. I like what they did with the waves. Like, I don't know, before, especially in Trinity, it seemed a lot. I don't know, it seemed a lot cartoony. It kind of looks a bit more realistic in this. Although it's, I suppose that the graphical mod is mostly meant to be more fanciful than accurate. It's meant to be just like showing off the graphical engine. And it does a pretty good job of it. I haven't really noticed any difference in FPS. I mean, every so often there's a lag spike, but I mean that's just sins. Yeah, the battles at the moment aren't too interesting, but then it's just early game.
Another planet joins the Unity.
When these guys start building up, then it'll be a lot more interesting, and we successfully stole this planet from them, which is good because there's tundra fauna farms. Okay. An increase in population is not bad. Could be better. Could be a trade income increase, which is what I thought it was when I saw it, but
Is ours. Very wise.
it's not bad.
Our forces have engaged the enemy.
Okay, now I will investigate a bit further. I will investigate a bit further. Don't know if I'll go the full way, but just I like to get the. I know I could get like divination here and like reduce it even further, but I don't know if it's worth
Planet development.
getting this, because I mean, you got the initial cost, which is 800, 100, 175, and then probably another 1,000, 100, 200 ish, which is quite a lot. And I think if you add up the cost it takes to get this, the platforms, and explore all the planets with that bonus, I think it comes to a lot more than just doing one level of exploration with the cost reduction from a progenitor.
Speak your mind.
So that's why I don't research that. I mean, in large games it's probably, it's almost certainly more useful, but no, I don't think it's necessary. Because there are more pressing concerns early game, and late game you have the money to just buy it anyway, so there's not much of a concern of reducing the price.
Construction finished. Planet development complete.
Okay, so orange seems to want to take both of these planets, which would be bad for yellow. Maybe orange had the idea that he takes this planet and this planet, and yellow takes these three and I take that one. Especially seeing as that's a helium-rich atmosphere, it probably would be the best one for me to go for, but well, it just didn't work out like that. And I'm going to get the second level of persuasive offers just because, well, I have a feeling I'm going to need it soon. Okay, now I should probably start getting trade income up.
Development complete.
I was considering going tactical, but I think I can put that off just a little bit longer.
Fleet has arrived.
We're not playing on unfair, so I can take a few liberties. And while we've got the vision, let's take a little look here, shall we? I feel like they increased the length that beam stays visible.
Allied forces need our assistance.
I seem to recall this, the beams on this particular ship being very fast. I mean, all the Zara ship beams were fast, but I mean, on this one I remember it being...
Trying a planet has revealed nothing.
That impression was brought to you by TheDragoclaw. Don't know why we still have vision here. Are these guys on our side? Who's on our side? Yellow and orange. No? I'm not entirely sure why we have vision there. I suppose maybe a tech scout did its thing. I don't know. Okay, build a trade port, so that trade port has something to connect to. I mean, it's still technically getting income, I believe, but
very wise.
it could be doing so much more, and it looks kind of derp if they're all piling up.
Construction finished.
We're gonna want... No, we're probably actually gonna want
build there.
a trade port and a Temple of Communion there, so I'm not gonna build anything.
Allied reinforcements.
I'll build a hostility structure there, just so we can get started on the important upgrades, like more shields.
Construction finished.
And more weapons. Okay, I'll put all my crystals so I can build a few more disciple vessels, then I'll max out my population here and
construction finished.
Might start considering helping my allies. Well, that said, I'm not in a great spot. I suppose I should just build up and
need our assistance.
just watch the fights that occur. This one's not going to be too interesting, it's just a bunch of disciples and kobolds, but...
Strength and unity.
Yeah, no matter what graphical mod you use, watching kobolds and disciples fire at each other is not going to be the most thrilling fight. So it kind of looks like a Star Wars fight. Just the colours of lasers being thrown around.
Construction finished.
Cinematic mode, you'll be seeing this a lot. If you don't know, to get rid of the HUD, it's Control-Shift-Z. I'm actually going to have to probably get a decent screenshot from one of these fights, because I am running out of things to use as thumbnails. Like, you'd think there'd be tons of wallpapers to use as thumbnails, but there's not that many. I think the disciples have this.
Knowledge acquired.
I think I'll try and get my screenshot in a bit more of an awesome fight.
Empire seeks to bribe our aggression.
Yeah, that's not good. That's pretty one-sided, and
we answer the call.
very little is happening apart from a couple laser beams being thrown around. Oh, but mark my words, in the future there shall be more and better combat.
Pirate raiders have departed.
And pirate raiders have departed. Oh, after us, so they're going through my territory. Well, I suppose I could put up one of these. Perhaps try and shoot down some pirates as they pass through the system. I think I might try and protect my allies' systems.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Protect, steal the XP, however you want to describe it. Yeah, that's not going too well for them. Okay, I'm gonna get mass communication, which is a decrease in cost of my temples of temples of communication, and well, that's one thing I like about this side, is that they get cheaper temples, because temples are the way of
Reinforcements have arrived.
the Advent's domination.
Knowledge acquired. Construction finished.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to end this episode here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.